Getting ready to start the live stream. Looks like we've got an excellent strength connection. Just waiting for a few more people to come in. Just turn the computer on while we're waiting. Okay, here we go. Here's the paulisthebest3uk live stream. I'm going to play some games on this old Pentium 233 MMX I built. Got quite a few games. Half of these games are not installed, but we've got like games such as Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and maybe Army Men. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire 2nd edition. Micro Machines maybe. Tomb Raider 3 maybe. So yeah, okay, so let's just have a look at the BIOS. We'll just get the camera closer. And so I think everything's okay. I like this BIOS because you can change the colour. Really cool. I think I shall have red. Okay, so everything looks in order, I think. Yeah, okay, let's just come out of it. Okay, so I'm just going to mute that because I think it's coming through. Sorry about that, if there was any echo. Should have gone there. Okay, so let's start at Windows 98. And we shall see what happens. Now this is loading off a CF card. It seems to work quite well. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a startup sound. There's already a few games on here, to be honest. Maybe not a CD drive. There's no CD in there, so we've got Nukem, Doom, etc. I know what you want to see. You want to see Doom, don't you? So let's run Doom. I think it's already set up. Sorry if the volume's not very loud. So this computer runs Doom pretty good, but it is a Pentium 233, so it's gonna. Pretty hopeless at Doom, to be honest. So if there's any stutter on the video stream, it's not present on the game, it's just because I am doing it over the stream. It sometimes can stutter a bit. So yeah, that's Doom for us. So what other games can we have a look on here? So might as well look at Nukem while we're at it. Oh, it's set to run in MS-DOS mode. It's not really necessary, so let's just change this. Pretty sure that's not necessary. There we go. Nice one. The computer has an AWE 32 sound blaster. Yeah, AWE 32 ISA sound blaster installed. So let's give this a go.
Yeah, piece of cake. Damn, those aliens bastards got paid for shooting up my ride.
Turn the light off a bit so you can see it better. Yeah, Duke Nukem 3D. What a class game. So yeah, that's Duke Nukem 3D anyway. I'm not sure how good the stream is working. Having some technical problems, as usual. So shall we have a look at some more games anyway? I don't know how it's coming out. Right. Right, okay, so yeah, it says excellent condition with the stream, but I have noticed a few stutters. Okay, so let's try. Okay, these are all DOS games. No, I don't. Didn't want that one. Let's try 6. So we want adlib. Okay, we want adlib. So commander key 6. I love the sound effects on this game. They're so cool. Oh, that wasn't too good, was it? Okay, so yeah, great fun. Not doing too well on it. Whoa. Oh. 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 Okay. Oh dear. So the way I'm doing this stream is a new way I'm testing out. What it is I've got my mobile phone on a tripod. It's running a piece of software called Mobile Droid Cast or something like that, and it's casting it to a browser. Then I've got OBS capturing part of the browser. So that's probably why there's a bit of stutter. I don't know how my hand looks going past there, how smooth the playback is for YouTube. It might be a bit stuttery, I don't know. I can't see what you can see. Well, I can in the studio, but it won't look the same. So let's go for a different game anyway. I love this AWE Sound Blaster 32 ISA sound card. It's brilliant. They're highly sought after now, I believe, as well. So are ISA motherboards for that matter. I've been on eBay. I've been looking for like 486 motherboard or socket free motherboards, and they're going for like 80 quid, and you're like, whoa. I remember when I was going for a tenner. So yeah, that's a bit That's a bit annoying because I want to build a 486 system. Let's try a Wolfenstein. Oh, this is a setup program. I think I've actually got it already installed in a different folder. Well, maybe I haven't. Okay. Let's go for the install then. Hey? No. Is it this one? Yeah, okay, so C drive. Wolfenstein, yeah, that'll do. Oh, this is a shareware version as well. So, it's got to inflate the rest of the files, yeah. There we go. Do it really quickly on a Pentium 233. It'll be a lot slower on a what you call it, a 486 computer. Yeah, that looks good. I can change the screen size a bit. There we go. Of course it's going to be really smooth on a Pentium 233. This game can run on as little as a 286, I believe, or a 386, so it's going to be pretty easy to run. Have that. Right, okay, so that's Wolfenstein. Shall we install some more games? There's nothing much on here. It's a 2 GB CF card and it's got 1.32 gigabytes free, so it's not the biggest CF card. I'll try and zoom in a bit. Zoom out. Yeah, you can probably see there 1.32 gigabytes. See if I can center that a bit. A closer view of it. There's that look. I know it's not the best picture, but my phone hasn't got the best camera, to be honest. Okay, so might as well give Lion King a go as it's right here on the desktop. Oh, copyright. I'm sure it'll be fine.
It starts.
Okay, remember the Lion King on the SNES and Mega Drive. The PC version is more like the Super Nintendo version. A lot of these old DOS games work fine on a Pentium 233. Like Windows 98 is a great operating system for running a lot of them. You don't even have to exit to pure DOS most of the time. Some of them you do. It's got great 98 support with the Sound Blaster. I used to play this game a lot when I was little, well younger, but on the Super Nintendo. I can remember renting it from Blockbusters, because back then you used to be able to rent games as well. Oh, you fuck. You need to wait for him to jump over you, then he gets tired and then jump on top of him. There we go.
Everything the night
It's got a lot of speech from the movie, which is kind of cool for the time. Oh, I hated this level, it was bloody annoying. Great music there. Lovely from that AWE 32 Sound Blaster. Oh, you booner. Anyway, that's Lion King. Okay, thank you for playing The Lion King. So, yeah. I'm going to try installing, because I've never played this game yet. Micro Machines V3 from Sold Out Software. I'll probably do a better video than this on some of these games, like a proper non-live video. But yeah, let's get it in the CD-ROM and install the game. I really do need to get a better phone. The camera on this phone is not very good, as you can see. It's Nokia 5.3 is the phone. Right, okay, let's install this one. I don't need to install DirectX 5. It's already got DirectX 9 on there. Hello, Perry Helion 74. I'm sorry if I've pronounced that wrong. Yeah, I did play the Mega Drive and the Amiga version myself, but I've never played this newer V3 version on the PC. So this will be interesting. Hopefully it will work. It does say on the back of the box. Yeah, my phone isn't very good. It says it's Windows 98 and 95 compatible. So yeah, let's give this a go. Micro Machines V3. There it is, Micro Machines 3D. I do apologise for the stuttering and the playback issues. It's the way I've got this stream set up. I need to figure out a better way of doing it. Okay, so whoa, this is a bit different, isn't it? Okay, let's try one player. Okay, here's our character selection.
Hello.
I'll be Chen. Why not? Oh.
Hello.
How do you choose? Oh,
Hello.
it's one of them games with weird controls, isn't it? There we go. Right, let's start the game. So, go for challenge. Okay. Let's get into the game. I forgot to plug in the audio cable from the sound card to the CD drive, so that there should be music playing, because it was a red book audio. It's not playing it because I forgot to hook up the cable. Okay, here we go. Okay, these are weird controls. X is to go left, C is to go right. What's accelerate? I've got to try and figure out what the controls are. There's no instructions in these games. Or it's probably on a PDF file on the disc. Okay.
Let's burn.
Thanks for that, Dwayne. Try every key on the keyboard. That's pause. That's horn. That's jump. Ah, here we go. Am I reversing? How come it's going so slow? I am moving, but it's going really slowly. I think I'm reversing. Ah, there we go. Caps lock. Caps lock is accelerate. That is weird. Whoa. Obviously I come fifth because I couldn't get moving. Now I know the controls, I might stand a better chance.
Let's burn.
Yeah, here we go. Yes.
Thanks for a good race.
Prize car level 1. Yeah. Okay, let's try a different. See if it takes us to a different level. Ooh, here we go. I think this is.
Come on, time to race.
Caps lock is to accelerate on this game. It's crazy. Whoa, tanks. Ooh, nasty. I'm going across the scientific table now. I bet there's some way of firing missiles, but I don't know how to do it. The controls are weird. Whoa! Dan Wood has joined us in the chat. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I think I went into my own mind. Them random freezes are not in the game itself. It's just the way I'm streaming it. Okay, yeah, cool.
Outrageous.
Right, let's get back into Windows and see what other games I can try out. I've got quite a few, but they're not installed. I've got earlier on in the stream there was some DOS DOS games I was playing. I mean, got quite a few here. Like we've got like Tomb Raider 2, the Broken Sword, and Broken Sword 2. Abomination, World Championship Snooker, Caesar 3, quite a few. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? But they're not installed, sadly. I mean, I can install some of them. Do you remember this game? This was class in the day. I remember playing that on 3DFX, and it was bloody beautiful to look at. You got like Worms 2, things like that. There was quite a few. Well, as someone suggested one, I'm going to go for that suggestion straight away. Which version? I've got two versions of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I've got first edition or second edition. Which one? Number 1 or number 2? Let's get the first one on. So this requires a Pentium 166. That surprises me actually, because the first edition is a 16. I'll tell you what. As you said, both two different ones. I'll put them both on. The Pentium 166 minimum on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It come out on the PlayStation 1, which was what was it, 30 odd megahertz. Oh no, I can't install the first one. It's not even in the bloody case. You're joking? Where's that gone? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to do the first one. I can't. It's not in the case. You can see how prepared I am for this stream. Right, okay, let's do the second one. I know I've got that disc somewhere. It's probably scratched if it's got separated from the case. Let's do the second one and see what we got. There's not much space on here, to be honest. There's only 1.28 gigabytes left. It's only a 2 gigabyte CF card. So what's the system requirements? Oh, it's the same as the first, Pentium 166. Right, okay, forget that. We don't need that. Just if you just open it and just go straight to the installer. That bypasses that setup.now crap. So as this is live, of course, we're going to have to wait for it to install. What? Oh, it's one of them old ones where it has to install a Windows installer before it can actually start installing. I remember that a lot in the Win 9X days. So let's wait for it to reboot. Yeah, I recently built this computer. This computer does have a slight fault. For some reason, if you unplug it from the mains, even though the CMOS battery is brand new, it loses the settings, but only if you unplug it from the mains. If you keep it plugged into the mains, even if you switch the computer off, then the CMOS settings retain. So it seems to be something to do with the circuitry that lets your CMOS battery activate once power has been lost. I don't know, it's probably something to do with a diode on the motherboard somewhere, I'm guessing. But not bad for us, an old 25 year, well 20 old year computer. So anyway, let's start installing this. I did have a hard drive in here, but it failed, so I just decided for quick and easiness to put a CF adapter and CF card in it, which works really well. It's an industrial SanDisk 2GB card. So I haven't bothered disabling the virtual page file like some people suggest. I don't think you really need to do that. I haven't actually played The Weakest Link. I did see us first timers video on it though. That was quite funny. I also saw his video on Deal or No Deal, the American version. That was pretty good watch as well. Yeah, he's Dan Wood is doing sorry Dan, I don't know why I say Dan Wood. He's doing sort of like where she plays like games through the ages now rather than operating systems. I think this might have crashed, mightn't it? What's going on? It's taking a long time to install. I did Deal or No Deal, yeah. You're right there. BBC 600. I did not Deal or No Deal, the UK version, a while back on my channel. Now it's crashed. It looks like it's crashed. The cursor's still moving, but it's crashed. Like I said, the motherboard's got slight issues. Let's just try a reboot. For those of you who didn't see the stream at the start, the BIOS on this computer is pretty cool. I'll just show you it quickly. That's if it comes back on. Oh, I know why, because I hit the power button and not the reset button. The BIOS on this computer is pretty cool. It's going to set up. Yeah, look at that. That's a pretty cool BIOS, wouldn't you say? It's called the High Flex Setup Utility. And one thing I like about it is you can change the colour. Wee-hee! I know you can change the colour on quite a few BIOSes, but this is quite an unusual one that I haven't saw much of. It's still by Amibos, American Megatrends, AMI. Do you remember that one that was cursor driven? That would look like to GUI from the early 486 to the early Pentium days. Anyway, let's get back into Windows. FX5200 is probably a bit extreme for PC of this vintage. but my 3DFX is sadly broken. I did have a 3DFX Voodoo 2. No, what was it? 3DFX Voodoo 3 2000. That's it. AGP. If any of you haven't saw my BIOS video, you should have a look. It brings back some nostalgic memories of BIOSes. I did a BIOS video recently the other day, and that's the great thing about PCM. The emulator emulates actual computers rather than just DOS. Anyway, so I'm going to try wiping that CD just in case it's got any marks on it. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Won't eject. Oh no, it has. It has. It's just been slow. You forget how slow these computers are when you're used to like Windows 10 machines of today. I mean, the system that's providing the horsepower for the stream is a Ryzen computer, and if you start to play like with like a 486 or something, and you see how slow everything draws on the screen. It's quite weird because when I remember when I was young, I don't remember them feeling slow at all. Right, okay, let's try this again. Give it one more try, and if not, then my streams never go to plan anyway. They always seem a bit like something goes wrong in them. Not the best. That's why I don't do streams very often, because it's awkward to do, and everything seems to go wrong. Yeah, same place. Just crashed. I did install this the other day on another computer, so I don't think it's a disk. I think it might be something related to maybe the optical drive. Yeah, it's having trouble reading a disc. I can see the light at the front just sort of like trying and trying. You know how they do optical drives where they just try until it gives up. The CD drive, to be honest, is about as vintage as the computer itself, because it's an old. I don't even know if these guys make CD drives anymore, or any company makes CD drives anymore. Ryco is the brand name of this CD drive. RICOH. Right, I'm gonna have to. I'll tell you, as people ask for it, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a separate video for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on a PC. I'm not sure how that's gonna react with copyright though. That's the only trouble. Because I might think you're broadcasting the quiz. Yeah, let's eject that baby. Not that screen. Right, okay. Oh, now I've ejected it. Look, it's gone. Tell you what, I'm going to put that back in. See what happens. There's nothing worse than vintage computers. They always seem to go wrong. They're probably trying to say to people, I was supposed to be retired years ago. Why are you bringing me back from the dead? Okay, let's try this again. Let's see if it's moving. So let's give it a go. I don't know if it's going to work, but part of the retro experience, as Dan said. I had a look at this motherboard and it had a pretty decent capacitors, but just because they look decent, it doesn't mean they are. None of them are bulging or anything. But as anyone will say, yeah, just because they look okay, it doesn't mean they necessarily are. This is weird, it's halted again. What I normally do to test if it's halted is I'll put the cursor right where the progress bar will next get, and then if it goes past it, then you know it hasn't froze. It's quite a weird one, isn't it, this? Maybe it's processing, but I'm sure Who Wants to Be a Millionaire 2nd edition takes a lot quicker than this to install normally, even on a computer of this age. Because this, yeah, it does. I know it does because I installed it recently on this same computer, but I had to like reinstall Windows and I lost it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do what BBC 600 says. Maybe there's some sort of conflict with the CD drive and the rest of the system. I'm pressing the eject button and it doesn't seem to be responding this time. Yeah, it's not frozen. Come on. If any of you do YouTube streams, let me know how you do it. If you can, do you use a mobile phone hooked up to OBS? Or do you use a webcam? I can't eject this. It won't let me eject at all now. Nah, it's gone. Looks like it's gone. Let's just try cancelling that again. It's like it falls asleep. Let's try it. Oh, I bet Explorer's crashed as well, isn't it? Yeah. That's not looking good. Yeah, Windows 98 wasn't exactly the most stable operating system they ever released, was it? I don't want to close that because I want it to finish. Yes, there we go. We got finally. Right. That seems. Oh, it hasn't come up with the blue screen this time. Let's try it anyway. I think what might be happening is that this sort of like spins down after a while. And then when you eject it and put it back in, it sort of like starts up again, maybe. Look at that, it's moving again. This is bizarre. I wonder if the CD drive is losing power for whatever reason. Anyway, let's hope it gets to the end. I never saw this before, where it sort of slows down and then starts up again. What I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to change this IDE CD drive out. I have actually got another IDE CD drive, so hopefully that will hopefully it's just a bad CD drive and I can just swap it over. I love Windows 2000. I think it's one of the best ones that they ever did. And to be honest, a lot of people won't agree, I think Windows Millennium Edition's pretty good as well. I honestly do. I had absolutely no issues with Windows Millennium Edition when I had it as my main operating system. It was brilliant. I thought it was better than Windows 98 at the time. I don't anymore, but at the time I thought it was better than Windows 98. But Windows 98, obviously, because back at the time I didn't need DOS anymore because I didn't really play DOS games at the time because I wasn't really like into DOS games as such as I am now. So having DOS removed from the shutdown menu didn't really annoy me. So, but now I'll prefer 98. But I do still have a fondness for Windows Millennium Edition. And I agree, Dan. It does run pretty solidly. So I'm not sure where the blue screen of death things come from. It must just have been pot luck. Like maybe they had a cheap manufactured board or something inside the computer. And the good thing about Windows Millennium Edition over 98 is also it's got a much bigger driver base as well. So a lot of the early PCI cards are already supported. You don't have to go scoring the internet trying to find old ancient drivers, which makes it a lot easier to install on an old computer these days because a lot of the old driver sites are gone, obviously, or the companies don't support such legacy products. You can use Wayback Machine, I've noticed, which is really good. If you use Wayback Machine, if you think you've found a driver but the link's dead, if you use Wayback Machine, it even stores the driver zip file. So that's really good. So Wayback Machine, I don't know how the technology works, but it also caches the actual files, not just the websites. Anyway, so this is stuck on removing backing files now. So let's take the disk out again if we can. This has to be the longest install of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire ever. So if I'll press the eject button, so it's sent the command to the computer, so all I've got to do is wait for it to wake up. So I'm just waiting for the thingy, bob, the eject. I'll try pressing it again. Just keep pressing it, eventually it wakes up. Yeah, the arrow theme was great, especially at the time because there was nothing like it before. I mean, you get transparent effects all over Windows these days. But I only ever saw that at the time of Vista's release in Linux prior to Vista. So Vista does well for me. I've always liked Vista. I used to like the widgets as well at the side. And what? Oh yeah, that weird one. You know where you can Alt and Tab on Windows nowadays. In Vista, if you pressed Windows and Tab, I think it was, it had like a 3D effect alt and tab, which was kind of unnecessary, but it still looked cool. That really looked cool, I thought at the time. Come on, computer. The audience wants to see who wants to be a millionaire. You can do this. Just checking it hasn't locked up. No, it hasn't. Doesn't seem to have. Yeah, I'm going to have to... my girlfriend's getting sick of me taking computers apart. And, but it looks like I'm going to have to do it again. I thought I had a rock solid stable system. Hello, John Young. If I'm honest, if I have to install XP because the computer's too new to support, say if I want to build a retro computer and the computer's still too new to support 98, but it will handle XP, I'll try and use 2K instead. But if I have to use XP, like say, for example, it doesn't even support 2K, I always switch to the classic theme on there. I really don't like the green start menu, blue taskbar look of XP. I never have. Not even in the day. Try and make it look as much like 98 as possible. For some reason, Windows 10 doesn't bother me. But I think I don't want to really change Windows 10 to look like Windows 98 because that would just be a bit silly on my Ryzen computer, unless I really wanted the nostalgic sort of feeling on a modern computer. ACA 500 plus? Is that some sort of monitor thing for the 500? I want one for my 1200, but Dan hasn't found it yet. I'm only joking, Dan. Yeah, I do want one for the 1200 though, because I want to run an SVGA monitor on it. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, the ACA's accelerator in it. I had one of them and it broke and I sold it on eBay for spares or repairs, I remember now. I had to buy, what you call it? I bought something from AmigaKit.com that was, what was it? It was a 8 megabyte RAM expansion, but only 4 megabyte is usable if you've got the PCMCIA slot activated. That's what I've got on my 1200 now. It's a great card, but the trouble is you can't use the PCMCIA slot with a full RAM, which might be annoying if you want to have a CF card installed in the external slot at the same time. Is this ever going to reject? Keep pressing the button. Oh my god. I think the CD drive is burning out because it's getting hot. You can actually feel, even through the plastic on the front, it getting hot. You know, on the actual CD drive bezel itself. It's probably the chip. I know the optical drives, the old ones, they had a chip that was relied on a heat sink. It normally had a bit of a rubber pad and used the rest of it for heat sink. So maybe it's burning out. Maybe the chipset's gone in the optical drive. It's a weird one, John. I don't. You've just joined us, I think, but it's a what is it? 24x. The speed is 24x. The only reason why I haven't killed the process is because as soon as you eject the drive, when you put the disk back in, it just unfreezes the computer. It's weird. And I was hoping to get this installed. I need to find a paperclip, like you said. But what worried me about the paperclip thing is if I forcefully eject it, Windows won't sense it's been ejected, and that probably would just keep it on this screen, if you understand what I mean. The longest ever Who Wants to Be a Millionaire 2nd edition install. They're on separate channels. The hard drive is on primary master, and the CD drive is on secondary master. Right, eject you bastard. Yes, BBC 600 could install via Damien Tools, but the only problem is I haven't got this as an ISO image. I have actually got, I don't know what's happened to the start menu actually. I have actually got Damien Tools. Oh no, I haven't. I thought I had Damien Tools. Let's have a look on my NAS. One thing that you could, this is my NAS, my home network NAS, and it's great for Windows 98 because I can just drag and drop anything into this NAS, into the guest share folder, and oh no, and you can run it from the Windows 98 machine. Looks like we've got an illegal operation for DirectX setup. Was that what it was trying to do, install DirectX? Oh, well at least it says it's completed. Oh, for goodness sake. This video isn't going too well, is it? Right, let's wait for it to boot up. Funny you should mention that because I think this is an X-Time machine motherboard. One of their slot 1 based ones. Yeah, you need to. Yeah, if the what you call it, the game launches now, you all have to give me a thumbs up. Right, it's there on the desktop. Let's give this a go. Oh, don't give me a thumbs down. Oh no. Right, I don't think Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is going to work today. I knew you'd say that, John. It's you can probably read it. It's appears to be corrupt. Reinstall a file and try again. Yeah, what the fuck would. Windows cannot run this program because it's in an invalid format. Du, du, du. Micro Machines installed perfectly, which was weird, and that was with the same CD drive. The disc doesn't look too scratched. It has got a few scratches though. Shall we be brave and try another? Let's have a look at my collection, see what we got. Card name, break, 2010. Italian job, Italian job. Nah, that won't run. It needs a 1.4 gigahertz processor. Pilots, London Conquest, Depot Manager. Be right back. I think I've got something in the other room. I'm going to try this game here on the same CD drive. If it starts freezing again, I'll abandon it, but this game is completely scratch free. Maybe the old CD drive just doesn't like scratches, even if they're light scratches. I think it definitely needs changing now, that CD drive. 24 speed ancient thing. Right, okay. Now this computer doesn't quite meet the system requirements of this game, so it might not work anyway. But it needs a 266, this is only a 233. It should be okay though. It's only 33 megahertz difference. Yeah, okay, install. Now it looks like it's gone again, doesn't it? Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch on my other computer. I have got two retro computers in a what you call it? I forgot about this actually. I've got a Pentium 478 computer in a what you call it? Just trying to get my words out. I've got a Pentium 4 computer, old one, in a switch, KVM switch, that's it. So if I turn that on, double click scroll lock, we should be onto the Pentium 4 machine, hopefully. Turn it on. Let's boot that one up because I know that one's got a healthy CD drive. It's not quite the same as Pentium 233, I know. But at least we can run Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. At least we can actually see it. This one's got Windows 2000 Professional on it, as you can see. Whoever invented KVM switches is amazing. I love KVM switches that you use two computers or more on one monitor, keyboard and mouse. So okay, where is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire now? I've lost the bloody disc now. Not doing too well here. Okay. Ah, this one's got Quake on it and stuff. Oh dear, it's all falling apart. Right, I presume Who Wants to Be a Millionaire runs under Windows 2K, so let's do it. I just love Windows 2K, it's brilliant. It's just a shame it hasn't got the DOS support. Right, watch how quick this is going to install now. All that waiting around was just pointless. I just really wanted to run it on the Pentium 233. I bet you if I installed Windows 2000 on the Pentium 233 it probably would work. If you crash now, no, it's going up, isn't it? DOS support is extremely limited on a Windows 2000 or any NT operating system for that matter. But these days you can run DOS games on 2000 because DOSBox, even the latest version, will run on this old operating system. It even runs on Windows 98. DOSBox does, which is crazy. You would have dreamt to have DOSBox back in the day. You know, the DOSBox emulator, it runs as on computers as old as Windows 98, which is excellent for NT operating systems if you want to play some DOS games. It's running under emulation, of course, but even so, DOSBox does it well these days. the actual built-in DOS on Windows NT is more like a sort of old school emulator, if you like. It's not very compatible with old school games. It will probably run things like text-based word processors, things like that, but when you try and run games, it's just no good. But at the time, no one really wanted DOS anymore. They wanted Windows NT, the super reliable and stable environment. So there wasn't really, people wasn't retro fanatic back then. The retro community is quite new. It's not a lot of people didn't want, like, say for example, a Commodore 64 in the year 2000. They just wanted like the latest and greatest. You did get enthusiasts, but not quite to the level you do now. And there's not really collectors or anything like that. That's why you could buy like a Spectrum for like 50p off the car boot sale, things like that. I don't know what I'm rambling on about, but at least it's installing. Let's see what Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is like on this 478 based Pentium 4. I'm sure it'll run just fine. It's installed perfectly, so we know the disk is okay. Here we go. At last, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Any sound? Oh, I bet the wires come out at the back. I did pull the computer out earlier and just have a look down here. Oh. This is happening like this now. I've actually unplugged the computer by mistake. It's not going well. Just like a good Monty Python sketch, it's not going well. Right, reboot the computer again. Amigas are great, especially if you've got like a Galtech or what you call it, if you've got Galtech or internal hard drive. My 1200's in storage at the moment. I'm not actually got it set up. I'm just I want like the ability to connect a VGA monitor. That would be awesome, because I haven't got many televisions, but I've got plenty of VGA monitors. And hey, we got sound anyway. Right, you need sound with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You can't really play it without, can you? Because you want to hear Chris Talent, not Jeremy Clarkson. Okay, here we go. Let's give this a go. At last, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Bloody hell. I bet you are crap at the questions. Whoa, that loaded quick, a lot quicker than the Pentium would have.
Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Your chance to win a virtual £1 million.
Yay!
By simply answering 15 questions in a... Okay.
2001 Hothouse Creations.
That's fine. Is it just you, or do you have friends who want to play? So, it's just you, me, and the computer. Can I have your name, please? Thank you very much.
Oh no, I want to type my name in. Oh well. Let's do this.
Good luck. Now, I hope you're ready for this. Here comes your first question. It's worth £100.
Okay, so see if we can get this right.
Complete the title of the BBC sitcom One Foot in the... Sock. Pool. Soup.
Think it's grave.
Grave.
I'm gonna go with grave, Mr. Tarrant.
It's good. You got £100.
£100. Hey.
Take a look at this for £200. Which of these places is a former capital of Brazil? Rio de Janeiro,
Yes.
Rio de la Plata,
No.
Rio Grande.
I don't know actually.
Rio
No.
Bravo.
I actually don't know. I thought it would be Rio de Janeiro, but I actually don't know. What is the answer? What's the answer? Anyone know?
Alright, take your time. You've still got all 3 lifelines. You've still got 50-50, phone a friend and ask the audience.
But this is stupid. I don't know the answer. I'm gonna. So I need a £200 question. Right, I'm gonna go 50-50. No, I actually genuinely don't know the answer to this one. I'm gonna ask the audience.
Okay, right. This is
You
your
lot are
lifeline.
not being
You've
very
made a choice to
helpful.
ask the audience. Audience,
Oh,
please.
too
Put
late.
your fingers on your keypads. Let's try and help out. All vote now. Well, now they seem very confident it's A. Well, that's an overwhelming indication from the audience, but what does it indicate? You don't have to
John,
go
you
along
was
with
too
that
late.
answer. It's entirely up to you. Final answer? It's correct. You got 200 quid.
Hey, £200. I wish it was real
Here's question
money.
number 3 for £300. Which type of meat is also a word meaning to keep on complaining? Pork, mince, beef, venison.
I'm gonna say C, beef. Is it? What's your beef?
You've got £300.
£300.
Now, you've got 300 quid, but you could still go away with nothing. I'm sure you won't, and I hope you don't. But have a look at this next one. It's worth £500. Complete the title of the famous musical Little Shop of
Horrors.
Frights, Panics, Horrors.
C, final answer, Chris.
Terrors.
That's
You're right,
C.
you've got £500.
Yeah, I wish that was real. I could buy a new graphics card.
You've still got 2 lifelines, 50-50 and phone a friend. Okay, have a look. You're just 1 question away from your first milestone. It's for a guaranteed £1,000. Here it comes. What type of shadow on a man means he needs a second shave of the day? 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
Second
6
shave,
o'clock.
bloody hell. Some people's hair grows that quick. What type of shadow on a man needs? Never heard that one before. I don't actually know this one either. So I'm gonna go for C, like John said.
Just be aware, are you absolutely sure?
You sure, John? Well, I'm going for it.
If this answer is correct, you're guaranteed to leave here with at least £1,000. Well done, it is the right answer.
Thank you, John. I owe you some money now.
That's £1,000 in the bag guaranteed, but let's try and double that with the next question. You might as well play this. You've got nothing to lose. You're guaranteed £1,000. This one is for £2,000. Which of these luxury resorts is the principal town of Monaco? Antibes, Cannes, Saint-Tropez, Monte Carlo.
It's gotta be D, surely. Monte Carlo. Which of these luxury? Monaco, Monte Carlo.
Take your time and remember you've still got 2 lifelines. You've got 50-50 and you've got phone a friend.
I'm going to go with BBC 600 and D.
Saying D. Okay. You happy to go orange?
Don't lose it for me.
Congratulations, it's the right answer. You've got £2,000.
Thank you, BBC 600.
You are now just 9 questions away from £1 million and starting to look at some of the bigger jumps. But remember, the drops are pretty steep as well. Take a look at this for £4,000. Which of these is an almanac of astrological predictions? Old Possum, Old Vic, Old Trafford, Old Moor.
Old Moor? Astrological, that's like space, isn't it? Patrick Moore. Old Moor?
Take your time and remember you've still got 2 lifelines.
That's what I'm thinking.
50 and you got phone a
Because
friend.
you know Patrick Moore and Old Moor. Yeah, D. Yeah, you've confirmed it.
Saying D. Okay.
I'm
Happy to go
absolutely...
orange? You had £2,000. You just doubled it to £4,000.
Yes.
You've still got 2 lifelines, 50-50 and phone a friend. The next question takes you past the halfway mark for the 15 correct answers you need for £1 million. Good luck. Here it comes for £8,000. Which word goes before hunt and trove to make common phrases? Treasure, pleasure, pleasant, treasury.
It's got to be treasure A, surely. Treasure hunt, treasure trove. That's quite an that seems like quite an easy one. Oh no, treasury hunt. Before hunt, treasury trove, treasury hunt. Is that a trick question? Yeah, I was going to say.
This question is for 8,000. Are you absolutely sure? Congratulations, it's the right answer. You just won £8,000.
He always said there was no trick questions on Millionaire, but that did seem a bit like a trick question.
Here's question 9. You're doing really well.
Anyway, here we go.
You'll drop £7,000. If you play and get it right, you'll double your money to £16,000. The prefix pneumo refers to which specific part of the body? Abdomen, bowel, neck, lung.
Oh my god, I have no idea. Absolutely no idea whatsoever. Pneumo. Pneumatic. Right, okay. I'm going to go with what you're saying in the chat.
You're saying D. Okay. You happy to go orange? You've just won £16,000.
Nice. Thanks, guys.
You've still got 2 lifelines, 50-50 and phone a friend. So you've now got £16,000. Now this next question is worth £32,000. If you get it right, you're guaranteed to leave with at least that amount of money. But if you get it wrong, you drop 15 of the £16,000 you've got at this moment. You don't have to play this question, but it's worth £32,000 guaranteed. Take your time, here it comes. In which century was margarine first developed?
Oh my god.
17th, 18th, 19th, 20th.
I'd say 20th, because it's like butter. Wasn't margarine like healthy? Butter. It's quite a new invention. In which century was margarine?
You don't have to play this, but if you do give me a correct answer, you are guaranteed to walk away with at least £32,000.
I reckon it's D. But I'm probably completely wrong. You reckon C 19th, yeah? Okay, I'm going to go with that.
If you don't want to. Is that your final answer? You just guaranteed yourself £32,000.
Hey, got to the second milestone. I don't think I've ever done that on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I'm absolutely awful at general knowledge.
You got £32,000 guaranteed. It's in the bag. No one can take that away from you at this point. Now, the next question is worth £64,000. You might as well play this. You can't lose. Take your time. It's becoming very big money.
It's a strange date, isn't it? 2007.
The Fibonacci series is a sequence of what? Letters, numbers, shapes, colours.
Can I go with B?
You might as well play this. Are you happy with that?
Oh.
You had nothing to lose by playing this question. And you haven't! You just won £64,000!
Yay! God, that would change my life if that was real.
Oh, take a look at that. It's nice, isn't it? A cheque ready for you for £64,000. But we don't want to give you that. We can well give you a cheque. The next cheque is worth £125,000. Now, you are at this moment just 4 questions away from £1 million. Have a look at the next question. You don't have to play it, but it's worth £125,000 if you can give me the right answer. Which planet is named after the Roman god of agriculture? Saturn, Uranus, Pluto, Neptune.
I would imagine Saturn, maybe? Agriculture. Nah, I don't know. That's...
Now take your time on this one. It's for a big, big 125. Final answer?
Gonna go with it.
You had a cheque for £64,000. You've now got a cheque for £125,000. Now you don't have to play this next question.
I just googled it. Oh yeah.
£125,000.
I like that.
At this moment.
Yeah.
But if
I'm
you
winning,
can't give
but
the right
people are
answer,
googling
it's
for me.
a quarter of a million. Take your time. You've got £125,000 at this moment, but it's worth a quarter of a million. Here it comes. Which author created the character Becky Sharp? Anthony Trollope, Charles Dickens, George Eliot, William Thackeray.
Oh, I've lost connection. Hold on a minute. I'll get it back in a minute. I should do.
Take your time, think carefully about this one. A wrong answer would cost you £93,000.
Phew, we got connection back. Okay, so yeah, sorry about that. It timed out. I think the phone thought I wasn't doing anything. Okay, so that's funny. Yeah, good point. 7-3 FUG. That was so. D. I'm gonna go with that.
Are you happy with your answer? You had £125,000 in your hand. You didn't have to play that last question. You could have walked away. You've now got £250,000.
Oh, look at that! You could buy a.
So there's a cheque there for £250,000. But we don't want to give you that. We'd like to give you the next cheque for £500,000. You are at this moment 2 questions away from £1 million.
With that kind of money, I think a party is in order. A social distance party. Okay, here we go. So,
on which Mediterranean island is the town of Larnaca?
I have absolutely no idea.
Crete, Corfu, Cyprus.
It's easy if you know the answers. It's easy if you live there as well. It's easy if you get Google out.
You don't have to answer this, but at this point you are just 2 correct answers away from £1 million. Take as long as you need at this moment. This is for £500,000. You've got £250,000 at this moment. You could play for £500,000, but a final answer?
I'm going to go with the chat room.
You had £250,000. You could have walked away. You decided to play. If you're wrong, you lose £218,000 of that money. You're not wrong. You just won £500,000.
I should be able to buy everyone in the chat room a 3DFX card or two now.
You've still got 2 lifelines, 50-50 and phone a friend. Right, you now have a cheque for £500,000. But we don't want to give you that. We really do want to give you a cheque, and we could in just a minute for £1 million. You've answered 14 questions out of 14 correctly. It's time now for the 50th
Here we go.
final one. You don't have to play it, but this is worth £1 million if you can give me the right answer. Here it comes.
Let's see how easy or hard the question is.
The mineral talc is a silicate of which element?
Oh my god.
Zinc, magnesium, copper, sodium.
If you're a scientist, you've just won $1 million.
believe how tense this is becoming. Please take your time. I'll just remind you again, you are putting an awful lot of money at risk if you do choose to play this question. £468,000 to be precise. You don't have to play this question. You can walk away, but it is for £1 million.
As BBC 600 said, I'm going to try the lifelines anyway. Let's try 50-50.
Let's try and help by narrowing the choice down for you. Computer, take away 2 wrong answers, please, leaving just the right answer and the one remaining wrong answer. Well, that's left you with A or B to choose from.
Do you remember in the American version of this where he found a friend on this question and he said, I don't really need your help, I'm just about to become a millionaire? That was pretty funny at the time.
Okay, you've chosen to phone a friend. Now let's call them up, but just remember you don't have to take their advice.
Hello?
Hi Ross, this is Chris Tarrant here on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Chris, how's it going?
Your friend here needs a bit of a favour, and they don't come much bigger than this really as favours. £1 million is in the balance on this question. Your answer could win your friend £1 million.
I'll help if I can, Chris.
Right, Ross, no pressure, but here comes the question and 2 possible answers.
Oh, now this is for too much money. But I think, and I emphasise think, that talc takes its name from zinc.
Zinc? Who said zinc?
Guess at zinc. But it's your decision.
Ross, that's great. Thanks for helping out. You can go along with Ross's suggestion of A, or choose another answer. It's entirely up to you.
He did that they've done that on purpose to try and make you lose the game at this point, haven't they? The programming team. Probably having a laugh in the studio thinking, on the millions, most of the questions are going to be answered wrong by the telephone caller. Okay, let's go for it. Here we go. Magnesium and B, please.
Are you happy with your answer? Oh, you have come so close to winning. You've come so far. Now you're even closer. You've done it. It's the correct answer. You are now a millionaire. You've won. I can't believe it.
Hey! That's the first time I've ever saw Who Wants to Be a Millionaire completed. Hey, there we go, look at that. No, oh bloody hell, you could join a millionaires club back in the day, look at that. It's even got the password there. God, good old early 2000s. That was awesome. Look at that player. I didn't name myself, but player one, £1 million. Right, anyway, that's pretty much the end of the stream anyway. I've been doing it for over almost 2 hours. I'm gotta get something to eat and stuff. So everyone who took part and watched it, thank you for watching. I'm gonna try sort of getting the stream on YouTube, but it might come up with copyright infringement. Hopefully not. And yeah, so thank you for watching, everyone, and don't forget the 6 PM game of day video is still on. And yeah, that was good actually. That was quite fun. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna sort out that Pentium 233. See what's going on with the CD drive. There's obviously some issue somewhere. I'm going to try what John said and put it on secondary IDE. Bye everyone. Have fun.